some YouTuber outro music from like God's year of 2013, you know? I was asked at work today. Well, first of all, I was asked where the fuck is my water bottle because I'm thirsty. Hold on. No, but I was asked at work today to play music that I listened to in middle school. And I'm like, damn, what music did I listen to in middle school? What a weird time frame of life. Middle school. Who remembers that? Certainly not me. So I did try to remember some stuff. I remember listening to Black Eyed Peas. I remember listening to Taylor Swift. I remember listening to just like the normal pop hits you'd hear on the radio. And then I remember one album in particular that came out, I think, in 2014. It was Girl by Pharrell Williams. And that album, my mom loved that album. So by proxy, I listened to a lot of it, and I also developed an enjoyment of that album as well. What? You know what I really want to know? When did the 2020 Experience come out? It was released in 2013. Oh my god, yeah! It was the 2020 Experience and Girl by Pharrell Williams. That's crazy. Those are two like really good pop albums, I think. And they came out both when I was in middle school. That's crazy. I was in middle school in 2013. That's crazy. I'm old, dude. Middle school is 6th to 8th grade. It goes elementary school is 1 through 5. Middle school is 6 to 8. High school is 9 to 12. And then after 12, it's like, go on to higher education or get broke and woke. Or woke, sorry. I shouldn't say and woke. Get broke or woke. Those are your two choices out of high school. Get woke or get broke. And that's all elementary school up to 9th grade. Yeah, that's crazy. You guys just have... There's just a lot of children in America. Our population density, especially in like... I'm sure it's like that in like more rural areas of like the US where it's like everybody goes to one school, everything's connected. But for us, like we just have, like where I lived, there was just so many children. They needed more school. What is this? Melody? Essa Diva? Oh, this is Eurovision shit. Oh, it is happening right now, isn't it? Okay, let's see. Eurovision shit. I don't listen to Eurovision shit. It's not my vibe, for the most part. Okay. Desde que era bien pequeña Okay, never mind. I can't hit it when the song's over either, so. Bro, I'm super washed. How can I not hit it a single time? Maybe earlier? Bro, am I going crazy? Dude, I cannot hit this frame perfect for the fucking life of me. There we go. Holy shit. And then I can't hit the thing afterward? Oh no, I'm washed! Dude, no. I never thought it'd happen. I thought it'd be like I'd take a couple days off and I'd be right back at it. I'm washed! How can I not hit this frame perfect? I'm not playing Gun Colony, MJ. That time has passed, okay? I think I'm too late. Do I gotta pull out the fucking frame tracker for this bitch? There we go. Holy shit. Actual colony? No, this, like I said, this is like a very distant past. I guess it wasn't that distant. I guess it was pretty distant. It was pretty distant. Time is relative, I forget. Yeah, basically there was a Minecraft server called Gun Colony that I used to play on. It's not a very good server, I think. It's probably just not a very good server at all, but I played on it a lot. Charles! My boy from fucking from Schlongfork. I'm furious, Charles, for a multitude of reasons, but I also have plans. I have big boy plans, and I'm not gonna let my my failings get in the way of my eventual victories. You gotta let me... Why are you furious? So you can tell? I don't know if I'm allowed to tell, because it's like event stuff. It's event related things. I don't know if I want to spoil the fucking... How's the mining session? Oh yeah, no, I got tons of iron. Thank you for the diamond pickaxe. I really appreciate it. We have all the iron we need. I very much appreciate it. That was huge. She got banned. I practically got banned. It's something similar, but don't worry. I'm gonna fight my way out. I'm gonna fight my way out, boys. I will fight my way out, and it will be glorious. When I claim victory, it will be glorious. Because Sheeple3 will eventually claim victory, or I will die. There are two options. Either I gain victory, or I die. And honestly, I'm happy with both options here. He saw someone covered in green food dye. It was something like that. We just need to see if Seth approves it. He probably won't, which is all the reason to do it anyway. Kenneth? Actually, not beef with Longfork. I don't know. Maybe Longfork has beef with me. Maybe Kenneth has beef with me. I don't know. He seemed pretty ambivalent about the whole situation. Ambivalent, I don't think that is a word. You with nobody? Well, I mean, I heard some things, Charles. I tried to hear more things, but then fucking Kenneth saw me. God damn it. I was so mad, bro. I can't believe it. I can't believe he saw me. I'm like, damn, I should have hit on the other side of the tree. I almost had him, too. I was trying to sneak on you fuckers. I don't think ambivalent is a word. I almost got you fuckers. Ah. Well, I'll talk about the event some other time. It is a word, but I don't think it means what I think it means. Ambivalent, having mixed feelings. Oh, I guess it does kind of mean what I want it to mean. Never mind. I'm kind of based. I kind of meant... I said ambivalent to kind of mean indifferent, which it kind of is. It kind of is. From that conversation was a nothing burger. There was a lot of nothing burgers, but I did get a lot of... As it turns out, following the large contingent of motherfuckers on horses was a good idea. Is all I'll say. That's all I'll say. It is all I will say. Good choices was made. I'm gonna cough for one guy. Bro, I was so mad. They fucking shut the fucking gates. I had to like sneak over the wall, dude. It was like, oh my god, I have to use all this fucking rope arrow, dude. It was so cringe. Like, holy shit. Fucking, dude, cobbing their stupid wall, man. I hate it. It makes my life so much harder. Okay, I'll save it for later. I'll save the belly aching for later. Wasn't even that good. Yeah, they're fucking dog shit walls, but they're just annoying because like, no, but they're actually really hard to sneak into for a lot of reasons. But it's hard. Look, as a master of sneaking into places I shouldn't be, they're not very sneak-inable. And yeah, their walls do look like fucking dog shit. Their stupid trees on top, dude. I saw those. I'm like, there's just no way. And they're not even that helpful either. I was mad. Okay, now I'll talk about it later. Look, I have a plan. I have a plan, Charles. And either this plan is going to turn the world upside down, or it's going to end with my death. Most likely it will end in my death. Okay? Most likely it will end in my death. There's just a very low chance of this actually working. But if it does, then I feel very happy about myself. Find the chat. Yes, you will find out. The first person to die an RP death, I hope. If I can do that, I think that'll be a proud achievement. There's a lot of crazy shit happening. You know what else is crazy? I got macarons today. A bakery that specializes in macarons came into the fucking studio, and they were like, "Oh, this shit kind of good." There was one dude who died, but he died to like a skelly bones, kind of a mid-death. And then also me on first day, but like, you know, doesn't really count. Basically, okay, here's what happened. Here's what I will say about macarons, as in the French sandwich cookie. They're mid. And I think a lot of people talk about macarons, and I have to say them like that because that is the correct pronunciation. Everybody talks about them like they're some kind of goated cookie. They're really not. I think they're super overrated. Like, the texture is overrated. It's fine. The taste is mostly overrated. They taste fine, but they're mostly kind of bland for the most part. Macarons. See, macaroons and macarons are different. Macarons are the French sandwich cookie. Look at my macaron. You'll see what I mean. I feel like everybody knows what a macaron is, or at least you've seen it. They're a very famous cookie. M-A-C-O-N. Macaron. If you want, you can put the apostrophe over the O, I believe. I think that's the correct spelling. Macaron. Is it macro? Oh, is there an R in there? Is it M-A-C-R-O-N? M-A-C-R-O-N? Oh, yeah, like Emmanuel Macaron. Am I totally fucking up the spelling? Is it double O? Macaron. Macaron? Macaron? Macaron. Is it macaron? I thought it was macaron. A macaroon and a macaron. Macaron. A macaron. I totally butchered the spelling of those. It is pronounced macaron, is it not? Hold on. I need to Google Translate this bitch. It's like the... That's gotta be the... Hold on.
Macaron.
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 I've totally butchered the A. That's crazy. Damn, I must hate these cookies. If I butchered the pronunciation and the spelling, damn, I must be fucking washed. What the fuck? Sorry. Shit is really crazy. Macaron. Yeah, like I said, they're mid. And I think that they're also... It's a mid word and a mid cookie. And I'm tired of pretending otherwise. It's mid and... I made them a couple times. When I was younger, I want to fucking make these. And I made them. And they all came out cracked and fucking broken and dog shit. Which is fine. That's normal. Then even when I made them, they're like, oh, they're like fine. They taste okay, but they just weren't anything fucking special, bro. I would much rather have like a good chocolate chip cookie over any macaron. And that's a fact. Instant Chews, they just look really cool. And they do. They do look really nice. They look really nice. And I appreciate that about them. They try very hard. I think looking good is, you know, I think that's something that should be celebrated. But taste is king. And chocolate chip cookies just taste better. As somebody who just ate them, like not more than 2 hours, not more than 3 hours ago did I eat these things. I feel like I should have a good understanding of their particular, you know, place on the cookie hierarchy. And they're just not these top tier cookies like people pretend they are. A lot of people go and pretend that they're some kind of top tier cookie. They're not. I went to France. I tried like real fucking macaron. A real authentic motherfucker. I did do this. And I'll tell you what. I went to France and they were mid in France too. France is not some magical place that makes fucking mid food taste better. Believe it or not. That's a fact. They were mid in France too. The only thing that France really had good, they had the fresh squeezed orange juice machines. Those things are fucking amazing. I wish we had more of those in the United States. Fresh squeezed orange juice machines. That shit was fucking goated. That shit was nasty. And nasty, and by nasty I mean good. That shit was like good. Look, ultimately, here's what I got from French food. It was fine. French food is best when it's literally just like bread and shit. And I understand why the French breakfast is so mid because like just fresh baked bread is just like a good thing. And it's like, wow. It's so common in France. I wish it was more common in the United States. We don't not have these kind of nice breads, but to get like fresh baked bread, like at a local bakery, that shit is not like common. It's like in a lot of local cities, it's kind of hard to find. That shit was kind of sweet. But everything else they have is kind of mid. Also, I don't like how they do meals. They take too long. Just buy bread. Yeah, basically it is just that. Buy bread, put some fucking, I don't know, put some jam on it or something. I don't know. Put like dry meats. Put a fucking salami and cheese on it. It's really easy. Just eat bread in France. Literally just eat bread in France. It's so fucking free. It's pretty easy. I cannot roll my R's. I tried. As somebody who has actively tried to roll his R's, it's not happening. I'm cooked. 3 years, 4 years even, of my life I spent trying to roll my R's. Guess what happened? A whole load of nothing. It was bad. My 8 is okay. My 8 hasn't really deteriorated all that much. I thought it was going to be a lot worse, but it's fine. French R? I don't know. I don't... My pronunciation has always been a weakness, okay? And I fully admit that, and I'm prepared to accept whatever, you know, whatever laughs I get as a result, you know? My pronunciation has always been shit. It's not gonna get unshit anytime soon. Sometimes I just pronounce things badly just because I think it's fucking funny. Sometimes it's just funnier to fuck up the pronunciation of something. Oh, dude, I thought I was... I don't know why I slowed down, bro. I thought it was like I was cooked or something. I don't know why I thought that. I'm going insane. Oh, that's not going to reach, is it? Wow, interesting. I'm starting to realize, like, different hold times, like, really affect how your launch is. Like this, and then having to release at different times, like, that really affects your fucking jump. Or your bump. I shouldn't say jump. It's not really a jump. Also, just clicking early means you get it, like, every fucking time. Never mind, this frame... Apparently, it's frame perfect. It doesn't feel frame perfect. It feels free. As of now. Look at all of this I'm hitting. Somehow I've just become a god at 9. And that's great. That's fine by me. Would I like to also be a god at 9 while also simultaneously being a god at every single other level in the game? Yes, actually. I would like that immensely. But not all of us can get what we want, you know? Also, here's a good question that I was thinking of. Because I was... Okay. The food I give you helped? Yeah, a little bit. They also fucking yoinked it off me. Sorry. I'm already saying too much. Okay. I wanted to take the topic off the fucking event, Charles, okay? We'll talk about that when time comes. When I'm dead and gone from this earth, we will discuss the event. Okay. No. It wasn't a staff thing. Don't worry. I have no beef with the staff currently. Okay, here's what I do want to talk about. How explicit do you want your pop songs to be? Because I was having this question of, like, how explicit should a pop song be? Because everybody knows a good pop song is about one thing and one thing only. It's about love. It's about love, and sometimes it's about a little bit of the nasty business. It's about love and the nasty business. And so the question is, when you listen to a song that is usually pop, that's maybe played on the radio, that a lot of people like, how explicit do you want that song being? Because I feel like there's a very fine line, I feel like, between, like, oh, that's so sweet, and, oh, you're kind of a nasty little fucker. And I think it's very interesting to look at the dichotomy between these two things, you know? I feel like we've been seeing an explosion of nasty little pop singers who are just talking about all their business and what they be doing very explicitly. And I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. I mean, I guess not really. Like, when I think about it, like, I'm just trying to think of, like, the people who are, like, really, even, like, the song lyrics are really not that, like, they're very, like, they're very evocative, right? Like, I'm thinking of, like, a big pop song, like something like Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter, who is known for being a little nasty. Even her big song Espresso, like, the lyrics aren't really that nasty. They're very, like, low key, right? They're not really that explicit. I guess that's why it was played on the radio so much. So I guess it is just like flirt. I guess the best pop songs are just the ones that flirt around the lines of what's allowed on radio the best. That's the ones that get the most popular. Because all the ones that are good and also are super nasty, they never get playtime, and so you never hear them. Interesting. I never thought of it like that. Man, it's so easy. It's so funny how I come to these conclusions, like, instantly after thinking of a question. The reason why this was coming up is because I was listening to like two of the pop albums of my middle school days. I talked about this earlier, and both of them, like, I realized, like, holy shit, both of them sound like they were very clearly like influenced off each other. Like, very clearly, these two albums, like, they sound similar-ish, and I can understand why both of them gained popularity around the same time frame, because they're both very good, but they're both very similar. And one of them was a lot more like it kind of inched around the topic of sex. But one of them was just very like direct. One of them had lyrics, and some of the lyrics were, I quote, "I want to make the pussy just gush." Those were the lyrics. And I'm like, okay, that's nice. I don't know why you felt the need to share that, but I guess shout out to you, bro. In a pop song? Yeah. Believe it or not, I don't really remember that particular song getting a lot of radio playtime. Man, interesting how these two things, you know, coincide, right, Charles? Yeah, a lot of pop artists are like, again, it's pop, and pop artists will talk about popular things. And what's more popular? What is more popular? The consensus number one most popular thing for the last century, ever since humans existed, the most popular thing has been fucking. Has been just hot sex. This has been the consensus most popular thing basically since humans existed. This has been the number one most popular thing. Who listens to metal and rock? Yeah, I could never. I could never. I have tried to like rock and metal music. I've listened to both, and they are so not for me, bro. Sex is pretty sexy. That's what I've been told. Do a lot of metal bands write songs about sex? Is this a common topic in rock and metal songs? I can't imagine it is. Not the ones I listen to. That's understandable. I feel like in rock songs it's more common, but I think rock is just kind of a... I don't want to say it's a more diverse genre, but it definitely has a lot more. Like, rock is definitely, like, it's gone to a lot of different places. And so a lot of, like, the rock with more popular swings in it definitely are about... Yeah, rock is kind of... I feel like it's just... It's kind of... It flexes its muscles way more into a lot of different places. As I feel like metal is kind of like it's in its own lane, and it has its own little subgenres, but it is very much like yeah, this is metal. Metal is its thing. You know, we're gonna do that thing. It's very much like country in that way. You know, like country music. Country music isn't a very diverse genre, and I feel like metal is kind of the same way, where it's like, you know, it doesn't really flex its muscles into a lot of different areas. Maybe there are influences of metal in other areas, but a lot of those can just be like rock influences. Boppity boopy. What do I know about music? Anyway. As somebody who is very straightforward in his tastes and what are not his taste, I feel like as the man, I'm not the most... Build day wasn't in 30 minutes. There's just no way I care about this shit. There is just no way I want to be online for these gas build days. Thank you. Aaron closes his borders. They did close their borders. Wait, what? Hold on. Wait, what? Wait, Charles. Charles, I probably missed it. Did the Corey Capone guy get released? Is he not in jail? Yeah, I'm reading the Long Fork Times. Is the Corey Capone guy not in jail anymore? I thought he was still in jail. Everything I heard. Fuck if I know. I need to know this information. Charles, I don't want to like fucking spoil shit, but like fuck, I need to know if he's in jail or not, bro. Shit. If he's not in jail, that kind of fucks my shit up. Oh shit, I need to delete. Deserves to be in prison, does he? He's fucking up our relations? Really? Oh shit. Damn, I wanted to break him out of prison, dog. I wanted to break him out of I wanted to bust him out of prison, bro. I really wanted to bust him out of prison, dog. You know about this bunker? Bro, I was like eavesdropping on like a lot of the conversation that happened in the fucking, like when they took the Corey guy to prison. That's what I was doing most of the day. I was just eavesdropping on that fucking conversation. When they like extended it for an hour, I was literally just fucking like, I was listening until they fucking... The bunker? I do not know about the bunker. I do not. So don't tell me, but I do not know about the bunker. Damn it, bro. Damn, I need some shit to do. Damn, okay. Cause they like, dude, Aaron fucking hates me now. And also Longfork knows that I'm a sneaky bitch and they probably don't trust me either, dude. Fuck. Kenneth probably doesn't trust me at all, and nor should he. Kenneth probably doesn't trust me. Aaron absolutely does not trust me. Damn. I'm trying to get on Longfork's good side too. I have no idea how I do this. How do I get on Longfork's good side, bro? Fuck! I need more information about Longfork, but if I eavesdrop on Longfork more and they catch me more, then it's gonna be like even worse. Fuck, dude, how do I do this? Look, all I'm trying to do is incite war. Senator Charles, is that too fucking much to ask? I just want to incite conflict. I'm just trying to incite conflict. It's so fucking hard. Fuck. Damn it. How do I be swag with Longfork? Look, I'm sure Longfork, like, out of character, I'm sure they think, like, this guy is fucking based. He's having fun. I'm sure they think I'm very based out of character, but in character, they probably don't trust me as far as they can fucking throw me. Nor should they. But how do I regain their trust? That's the problem. Is that I want to be cool with Longfork. I want to get on Longfork's good side, but I also want to regain their trust. And I want to convince my fucking leader to side with Longfork instead of being all goody-goody with Aaron. So that's what he's trying to do. I think he's being very goody-goody with Aaron. And I hate it. And I don't have any way to, like... I don't have any, like... Damn it. I would say how, but this seems spoily. I know. I don't want you to ruin it, but I also kind of do want you to ruin it. Because, the problem is, Charles, I have nothing to do. Because if they catch me sneaking around one more time, it's actually fucking over for me. You have no idea how over it is for me. If they catch me sneaking around one more time, it's cooked. By the way, okay? It's so cooked. I'm not winning. Shit. God damn it. Politics is hard when you don't have all the cards in your hand. And none of my nation, like, I can't even ask, like, Ced for help because he doesn't know shit. Respectfully to Ced, he's like the least relevant political leader. Bro does not know anything. No, I don't care about what Longfork does with their prisoners. I just want Aaron dead. I don't want Aaron. I want Aaron to fucking get killed. That's all I want. I don't like Aaron. I don't like Matthias in character. Out of character, he's great. I want him super dead. The question is, I need to get my leader. I need to get my nation some fucking leverage, Senator Charles. I need to get my nation some leverage. And I don't have a way to get my nation leverage. How do I get my nation leverage? See, I was gonna break that dude out of prison as a way to get leverage, as a way to like try to be like, hey, look, because I thought you guys were cool with the Corey Capone guy. I thought Longfork was cool with the Corey Capone guy. I thought they were cool. But if they're not, then I don't want to do it. Because then it's super duper cooked. What do I do? Yes, and well, because the thing is, I was worried that like Aaron was just gonna fucking assassinate. I was worried that Aaron was just going to like. I was worried that Aaron was just gonna kill him. That's what I was worried about. Because like when I left, Matthias was talking like they were gonna fucking kill this guy in a public fucking execution. They were gonna execute the fuck out of this guy. When I finally got caught, bro, it was fucking crazy. They were like, we're gonna execute this. And Matthias was talking like they're gonna execute this motherfucker. Of all the armor, I know. Fuck. I'm trying to think. What can I do? I guess maybe if I wanted to play it like this, I could play it as in I break out the guy, but I couldn't blame it on Longfork and I couldn't blame it on Aaron because they both hate him equally. So like if I broke him out, Aaron and Longfork, the two big nations, would be like, okay, who the fuck broke this guy out? We want to kill them. And then it'd be like the two big nations against the little guy and we'd be fucked and I'd totally fuck up everything. I'm not trying to kill our nation. I'm just trying to get us some fucking standing in this place. Do I reset to the next level? It's not H, is it J? You try to protect ping and pong? Yeah, I heard about the ping and pong stuff. They seem like, you know, respectfully, they seem irrelevant. Ain't nobody give a shit about, like, what, ping and pong, like, okay, what, like, what, petty theft? Like, petty criminals, bro? Yeah, like, nobody fucking cares. That's kind of what I got from the, you know, that's kind of what I got from the conversation that I, you know, listened to. Nobody really cares about these fuckers. So they don't really concern. If I can't use them for my political gain, then what use are they to me? I'm trying to find what you care about most, Charles. I'm trying to find out what they care about most. And the problem is, I think Sed is playing this way too passive. He's playing it way too safe. And he's like, I understand why he's doing it, but I think he's not going to be able to make his nation be worth anything unless he steps up and he like makes some fucking moves. And right now, the only moves I am making are fucking up his diplomacy. Those are all my moves. I am actually like Sed's worst fucking nightmare right now. And I feel bad. I want to help Sed. All I'm trying to do is help. This feels like, oh, wait, hold on. This feels like, what does it feel like? Hold on. I have a reference. This feels like Arcane. This feels like Arcane, and I am Jinx, and all I'm trying to do is help, but I end up blowing everybody up. This is what it feels like, and that sucks. Why do I have to be that guy? I am trying really hard to not blow everything up. Arcane reference, wrap it up. It's a good reference. It's an accurate representation of what it feels like right now. And I'm like, okay, how do I save this? It's by trying to help more. If I help even harder, I can make up for all my past mistakes and also gain a bunch of goodwill, right? That's the goal. Now, the smart person thing would be to say, just shut up and stop doing anything. But also, I'm a streamer and I need content. And so that's not an option. Pushing 40? Fuck you. How? Okay. God damn it. I need to eavesdrop more. Charles, I need to eavesdrop more. I need to know. I need to do something. Because the problem is, like, I can't just go up to Longfork and, like, pledge my loyalty, because that's cringe. Because nobody cares about that, right? I need something to offer. I need something to put on the bargaining table and say, hey, I want you to keep in the good graces of my nation, right? That's what I want to do. But how? I'm trying to think. Oh my god. I'm trying to how do I do this? How am I able... What can I put on the bargaining table? What if I kill the prisoner? What if I break out the prisoner just to fucking murder him myself? What a diabolically stupid plan. What if I break him out and what if I break him out and then put him in prison again? And then I offer him to you. I broke this guy out just to give him back to you. Wait, hold on. This could maybe be interesting. Because the problem is that Aaron has a vested interest in this man. Oh no, but I don't know if the problem is I don't know if Longfork cares that much. And I'm not trying to bring up like old irrelevant storylines, right? Like if everybody's done with this fucker, I don't want to be the guy who's like, hey, look at this, like waving a weak old dog bone at them, right? I need some new shit. What can I do? I guess just information is everything, but I keep on getting caught. Fuck, dude, I keep on getting caught. I'm not a good sneak. I wish I was. I try to pretend like I am, but I'm just not. You're not. Yeah, I know, that's the problem. You just don't care. Like, cause like I would like to help him escape just to fuck with Aaron. Honestly. But it doesn't like help me. It just makes Aaron mad at somebody, right? And like Aaron knows that like Aaron knows that like Longfork isn't gonna be the people that are gonna like, oh man, Longfork broke out their own prisoner. Shit. Learn from the mysterious travel. Well, the mysterious travel is just a fucking admin. Let's be so dead ass about the mysterious travel is nothing. All right, who cares about the mysterious travel? It's not. It's stupid either way. Because all you're doing is leaving signs anyway. Like, I could leave a sign that says the mysterious traveler was here. I don't care. Like, the mysterious travel has did not seriously impact fucking global conflict. Let's be so fucking serious, bro. Who the fuck cares about no fucking mysterious traveler, bitch ass? It's a gimmick, alright? I don't care about no gimmick. How do I make a tangible difference? He's mastered stealth. Yeah, probably because he's already, like, relatively, like, because he's probably just with a group. It's a lot easier to do stealth when you're just, like, in a group of people, right? Or you just, like, don't, like, because, like, my stealth is so much harder than his stealth. Okay, respectfully. Me and the fucking mysterious traveler are just not on the same wavelength of, like, what we're trying to do. He's trying to, like, steal shit. Like, he steals a couple pieces of bread from a chest and leaves a fucking sign. I'm trying to gain actual live I'm live reporting. I'm doing live reporting without anybody trying to hear it. That's so much harder. I have to be within 10 blocks of a serious conversation without anybody seeing me. That is so much harder. Okay, respectfully, what I'm doing is just, it's fucking miles different. Don't compare me to the mysterious travel. The mysterious travel is a bum compared to me, bro. The fact that I was even to hear what I got to hear without anybody, like, seeing, like, oh, this guy's kind of weird. The fact that I even got away with it is a masterstroke. I'm him compared to fucking mysterious travel. The problem is I keep on getting caught. How do I do this? How do I spark conflict while also... I guess the problem is I can't be the one to spark conflict. There has to be a spark, because there has to be already a spark. The problem is I need to know what the spark is. What is the beef between Aaron and Longfork? Because clearly, there's no way these two nations are just like, they're not buddy-buddy. They're not buddy-buddy. They're clearly not buddy-buddy. But what can I use? You got no beef, to be honest? I know. There's just there's just nothing I can do. I hate inaction. If there's one thing I hate during Civ events, it is fucking inaction. Just sitting around doing nothing. I cannot do that. But also, I literally cannot like go out and like sneak around more, because if I do, it will be they will kill me. If Aaron finds me sneaking around to their castle again, they will kill me. It is a they will throw me in jail and then they will execute me the next day. It's gonna happen. And honestly, I think Longfork would do the same. To some extent, well, yeah, okay. Maybe I could get information. Damn, but dude, hanging around Circle of Birch is so fucking boring, dude. I would love to sneak around Circle of Birch, but it's so boring, dude. Holy shit. Dude, I do not care about any of their roleplay. Dude, I'm sorry. It's so hard. How do I force myself to hang out inside of Circle of Birch? I could sneak inside the library. That's really easy. It's so easy to sneak inside a Circle of Birch. Like, legitimately, like sneaking inside a Circle of Birch is like literally just walking in. Just walk in and like nobody like cares. Because they're all too busy being like, man, I wonder what I should name my cow. It's like, okay, bro. That's cool. That's great. That's great for you. Insane lore. I know. It is really crazy. Why do you think I was tweaking when I was in fucking Cobb last season, bro? Why do you think I was tweaking so much, bro? That shit, bro, I love Novella to death. I do. I really do. I could not care less. I could not care less. You can tell me why. It was just boring, bro. They're just peacemongers. Oh my god, I was crying. I was sitting there like, bro, do something. I wanted Novella to do some instigating. I did. I tried. I did everything I could to instigate. I did literally everything I could to instigate, and it just did not work. Because I was like a nobody, and like, so like, I get it, you know. I was a nobody. Why the fuck does anybody care what I think, right? But it was crazy, bro. Just give me some fucking content, bro. Why do you think I joined the Wave War on Wave side? It's not because I particularly cared about Wave. Believe it or not, I did not have any, I was not fucking friendly buddy all goody with Wave. I just wanted to do something, bro. What's the point of keeping my character alive if my character didn't do anything, right? That's what I see it. That's how I see it. I'm either going to make a name for myself in life or I'm going to make a name for myself in death. And guess what? I made a name for myself in death last season. And so that was worth it. So how do I do? Okay, how do I do this? Because I know Aaron is going to be keeping their eyes peeled for me. And also, dude, Bumbo hates me. Bumbo hates me, bro. It's bad. Bumbo hates me. What did you do to Bumbo? He thinks I stole his he thinks I stole one of his weapons. Basically, one of his iron weapons got stolen, and he thinks I did it. And to be fair, I did not do it, by the way. I did not do it, but they have really compelling evidence. As in, like, it was like a really like wrong place, wrong time type situation, bro. Where like I was like skulking around the area at around the same time that it got stolen, and when they eventually caught me for like sneaking and listening to their conversation, I had an inventory full of lockpicks. And so it's like, all right, bro, you're not exactly doing yourself any favors. So I totally get it. I totally understand. But I totally understand why they don't fucking trust me. Also, I cannot be mean anymore. I've been very ornery in all my interactions. I have to stop being ornery because it's not going to work anymore. I want to keep being ornery, but I'm just going to put on the facade of, like, humbleness, right? The character I'm going to play is just, like, the bad kid who got told to say sorry by his mom, right? That's me. I'm the bully who got told to say sorry right now. So I'm going to be very, 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 demure. It's going to be great. Great character switch up, I think. But how do I turn that, like, you know, How do I turn that? Shit. How do I do this? Charles, I need to cook, but I just don't have the information to cook. How do I cook? Because all the information I have is like, it's kind of outdated. It's kind of outdated, bro. All the information I have, it's like kind of nobody cares anymore. The problem is, dude, the problem with Longfork and Aaron is that they squash all the beef. That is the fucking issue. You fucking peacemongers are just like, oh, it was a misunderstanding. What? No! Stop that! It's not a misunderstanding. This is a reason to go to war. Stop. It's not a misunderstanding. Stop saying dumb shit like that. It's always a misunderstanding, bro. No. I need to make it not a misunderstanding. Oh, I didn't PP. Damn. Alright, maybe I should just stop thinking. Maybe I should just let this simmer in my sleep, and then I'll come back to it and I'll find some fucking brilliant solution to this whole problem. Damn, I cannot get past this 8 for the life of me. I know. I do gotta close my ticket. I think my prison break strategy is no longer gonna work. You know, thank God I have you, Charles. This is why metagaming makes for better RP. Thank you. This is why metagaming makes for better RP. And I have been saying this, and I'll keep on saying this. Metagaming makes better RP. It does. It does. It does. You gotta metagame a little, and everything works out fine. Low-key metagaming. Just a little bit of metagaming. None too stressful. None too serious. Just a little bit of metagaming. A little bit of metagaming. I cannot hit that frame perfect. Why can I hit that frame perfect? That makes it. Thank you. This is what I really wanted to practice. Some level 11. All right, we're gonna figure this out. How do I? Shit, I gotta stop thinking about this. I'm gonna get addicted to it. I'm gonna like not stop thinking about it. Okay. Hi everybody. How are we doing? How's the day going? It's been an okay day for me. It's been very uneventful, I'd say. It's just like more like work stuff. Like my real life is just... Dude, oh, you know what I will say it's been? Dude, I've been having a lot of fun. This is actually so nerdy. Never mind. I'll talk about it anyway, because I'm a nerd. I've been audio editing for this project that I've been working on. You know the project, the one I've been working on for like a while. Dude, I'm so close to being done. As in, like, I could theoretically see myself being done with this entire project within the week. We are that close. And it's been so fun because it's been all audio stuff, but I've actually been having a lot of fun with the audio editing. I didn't think I would, but it's been like a bunch of creative audio editing as opposed to like a bunch of like functional audio editing. Like I needed a bunch of functional audio to basically make my scenes sound like they were alive, right? But now everything is like, everything is like, it's dramatic editing. It's so cool. I'm just playing around with like these random fucking sounds. I'm just playing around with noises and it's doing stuff and it's making everything sound so much, it makes everything so much better. It's crazy how much good sound design just like makes everything in your film better. And my sound design isn't even that good in comparison to like really good sound design. I have a bunch of mid sound design and it's cooking that hard. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Mid sound design is that goated. That's late as a motherfucker. Yeah. That's a method. No, I have a plan for the next film I want to make. Or the next thing I want to do with editing. But I want to wait until I get a better computer. Before I touch anything too serious. So what I really want to do is I just want to chill. After I'm done with this project, I want to chill. I want to get it done. I want to play a bunch of Minecraft hockey. I want to get a better computer. And then I want to decide what I want to do next. That's what I want to do. I also want to beat Red Bull. That's so early. Yeah. I also want to beat Red Bull. But that's like, you know. More like a secondary thing. I'm never gonna get past. I just need to do a bunch of level 11 practice is the actual, like, reality of it. There's an attempt. God, it took me a while. I wonder if I'll be able to hit the second frame perfect. Possible? No. This is fucked. This train is weird. It's not acting the way I think it's supposed to act. This train is weird. Train is acting weird on this. I don't like it. I don't like the way the train acts. It's not acting the way I think it's supposed to act. Let me just go. I'm just gonna go fucking late game runs. Just fuck it. Just go late game runs. Are you rusty? Oh yeah, I'm super rust. It's bad. I'm definitely shaking off a little bit of it, but I'm rust for sure. Rush mode. Also, I'm probably not going to stream on Thursday. Just a heads up. Because I want to finish my little editing. And I'm going to stream on Friday. Because you're a lazy bum. No, it's actually because I'm an active bum. Who's trying to not be lazy. MJ. It's because I'm actively trying to not be lazy. Okay, so. Fug you, dude. Friggin' fug you, dude. Don't fucking talk to me like that, bro. Like, fucking, dude. Stop fucking saying that shit, dude. Shut the fuck up, dude. I'm so fucking say your shit, man. Say this kind of shit all the time, bro. Friggin' shut the frig up, dude. Like, dude. Like, actually, bro? I'm like, you gotta shut the frig up, bro. I gotta turn on my streamer mode again. Damn. What a fucked up way to do 8. What was I thinking about? I feel like I was seeing some dumb shit on, like... Oh, dude. The problem is all the dumb shit I see, like, right now is, like, wrestling. I just see a bunch of dumb wrestling takes on my Twitter page, and I get mad. I'm like, I can't talk about this on stream. I cannot speak on like the dumb, like the amount of dumb motherfuckers there are who watch wrestling is so infuriating, and it's like I just can't say anything because nobody in my audience gives a singular shit about wrestling. It's so funny to see, like, dude, I remember like it was like I think it was like 3 years ago or something when it was like it felt like there was a lot of optimism around wrestling because it felt like wrestling was getting more popular than it ever has been, right? That's what it felt like. And I remember thinking like, man, maybe wrestling can be a bigger part of like the cultural zeitgeist like it was in the fucking like 90s, back when it was like fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock like going back and forth, right? Like, could wrestling be a bigger part of the cultural zeitgeist? And the answer is like not really. And I think that the problem is with like a lot of modern culture, which I think is actually really interesting when you think about it, is that the internet has changed things so fundamental about what is popular and why it's popular, and it's allowed so many more things to be popular than they ever have been. Because there are so many of these like micro communities that cater to very specific niches. And so it means that because everything is so much more segmented than what, like back in the day, like you had one television and there was a limited amount of channels on your one television. And that meant that kind of everybody had the same choices of like all the options were very limited. So if you wanted to like watch some entertainment, you'd only have X amount of channels to choose from. The problem now is that you have an infinite amount of channels to choose from, which means you can very specifically define what you actually like and care about. And it means that like nothing is like, it's so much harder to be popular and to be mainstream and to be like kind of widely accepted. Like even stuff that like we think is as mainstream, like, you know, popular music, stuff like that. Even that is like still like kind of much more niche than it used to be. Like nobody is ever going to be at the level of Michael Jackson again. That's crazy to think about. Like Taylor Swift is fucking really popular. She's really popular. She's never going to be at the level of Michael Jackson. And that's not a diss to her. I think a lot of people say that as like a diss to Taylor Swift. Like, oh, Taylor Swift isn't that good. She's not MJ. No, she's not MJ. But that's more of a reaction to the overall cultural landscape than it is to Taylor Swift being a bad or good singer. That's cap at least 2 billion. But the question is, like, knowing and caring are different things. 2 billion people may know about BTS, but do 2 billion people care about BTS? No. I think if you had to rank the most popular like human beings on Earth right now, I think Taylor Swift might be the most popular human being on Earth right now. If I had to guess. Maybe it's like Bad Bunny. Like Bad Bunny or like... Is it my American brain? Maybe it's probably... If I'm being actually honest, it's probably like Messi or Ronaldo. But like that's a fucking lame answer. Because those fucks don't do anything. They're both washed soccer players. Alright. It's probably Messi or Ronaldo. Probably both of them. But I think even in, like, again, Americans knew. I guess India is always like the fucking like the fucking dark horse in this bitch, right? India, it just exists and like has like 2 billion people. So it's like if anything's popular in India, it's like the most popular thing on Earth, right? Yeah, I guess. But that feels kind of like a cheat code, you know? India is a cheat code. Also India's kind of broke compared to like the rest of the world. So I feel like, you know, I guess it's more just like a cultural thing. Like who is the most known across all cultures, right? I guess that's a better question. Like who, like actual numbers of people, like people per capita. I guess it's more of a question is who's most known across all cultures. But even still, like I was trying to say, I think like the point I was trying to get at is that like people like there will be micro celebrities upon micro celebrities who are making like probably so much more money than you could even dream of by making content that you've never even heard of. And that's just because of how segmentized like entertainment has become. Watch me not be able to hit a single frame perfect. Well, no, I don't know. I'm talking about like I guess like like I said, there's a difference between knowing somebody and caring about somebody. And I guess what I'm trying to figure out is like who's the most cared about person? Who is the person that people care about the most in this world? And it's a very abstract thing, right? Jesus, if he's real. But again, like, Jesus isn't fucking selling concert tickets, bro. Like, Jesus does not do anything tangible in this fucking world, okay? The idea of Jesus does ideas, but Jesus himself? Bro is chilling up in heaven. He's not interested, dog. If Jesus came back to Earth and, like, he was, like, straight up Jesus... I wonder how fast the CIA would kidnap him. How fast would the CIA kidnap Jesus? Because, like, if some motherfucker, like, if some dude, like, came back to Earth, like, came to Earth, and he's like, where did you come from? He's like, I came from heaven. And, like, how did you do that? And then he just starts turning water into, he starts walking on water, and starts turning water into wine, and it's, like, not bullshit. It's just straight up magic. How fast would the CIA just kidnap that guy, dude? And 10 million degree bomb? I don't think people are going to try to... I think some people would try to nuke Jesus would be hunted. There'd be more assassination attempts on Jesus's... Like, Jesus would make Donald Trump look like a pussy in comparison. Compared to... In like, comparison of assassination attempts, bro. So many motherfuckers would want to kill Jesus. Rednecks turn on him? Probably. Would Jesus be a liberal? I don't think... I don't know. I don't want to speak on Jesus's political leanings. I think there are more... Good, going to Asmongold's stream to hear his thoughts on Jesus. That is so true, dude. Can you imagine that? People going onto Asmongold's stream to hear their thoughts on Jesus? Jesus. What a fucked up world that is. The fact that people care about that guy is like just a beyond me. It is just a baffling thing. I guess calling Jesus woke is like calling the Pope woke, bro. Do you think the Pope and Jesus would be like tight? Do you think like Jesus would come back to Earth, everybody finds out he's Jesus, and then like the Pope shows up and he's like, yo, my fucking G. The Pope, yeah, bro. I mean, the Pope is the Pope. It doesn't matter where he's from. He's the Pope regardless, right? Do you think the Pope would be hella chill with the Pope? Like they'd be like sitting there playing like cards together on a fucking Thursday night. I mean, they've been going around all day like blessing motherfuckers, being all holy and shit. And they're like, damn, let's just kick back, a couple of Bud Lights, you know? Do you think Jesus would knock back a couple of Bud Lights with the fucking Pope? I guess they're not allowed to drink alcohol, but it would be so much cooler if they did. Jesus would be so much cooler if he drank Bud Light. No, but wine is... I think wine is so much less cool than Bud Light. Bud Light is just... Rule my middle-aged white woman. Also, wine is kind of overrated. I'll say it. I think wine is kind of overrated. Hold on, let me cook. Did I jump early? Fuck! I think I might have had it, but I jumped early. Fuck, that sucks. I think wine is overrated. Compared to like other alcoholic beverages, I just rather not have wine. I'd rather have a beer than a wine. I'd rather have a mixed drink than a wine. I like fruity mixed drinks when I'm not drunk, but when I'm drunker, I like old fashions. I figured out that like my level of intoxication heavily determines what alcohol I'm willing to drink. I like fruity drinks, bro. Damn. Shout out to Jesus, I guess. Oh. I didn't think I'd make it, honestly. Why is Ludicolo goated? Talk to me about that. Because I remember I tried to make a team with Ludicolo. And when I played with Ludicolo, I felt like Ludicolo was kind of fucking... It wasn't like... It felt kind of cheeks. I think I was doing it wrong. I think I was using Ludicolo wrong. I just felt like his stats just weren't doing enough. Whenever I played with Ludicolo, I just felt like, damn, I just want somebody who's a little bit more tanky and a little bit stronger. You were using Rain Dish? Yeah, I guess I was. Is it a Swift Swim mon? What does it do with Swift Swim besides, like, knocking off, like, I guess just grass type attacks, right? Like a Swift Swimmer with, like, with grass? Swift Swim and grass type moves can just, like, blow up, like, a bunch of really, like, annoying types. Okay, well... I guess. It's more like a doubles thing, yeah. I'm just waiting for Worlds. When does Worlds drop? I guess we are getting towards the end of the year. Not the end of the year. We're getting towards the middle of the year. My mind is already racing. I'm just imagining like the summer's already over. Honestly, I'm just like looking forward more towards like the end of the year. Because I think honestly, this summer is shaping up to be really fucking boring and lame for me. So honestly, I'm just waiting till we get to the end of the year. Until shit happens. Yeah, I guess that's just what happens when you're like a working class individual. Like summer just doesn't mean anything to you, man. God, that kind of fucking sucks, bro. Summer is just meaningless now. Yeah, dude. Summer's just gonna be bad. It's just gonna suck. Because it's just gonna be really hot, dude. It's just gonna be hot. That's all it's gonna be. Summer's not gonna be fun. It's just gonna be fucking miserably hot. I'm gonna die. I thought I was gonna die. How has 2025 been so far? Should we do like a mid-year review of 2025? Yeah. Yep. Working class. At least the place that I work in is like pretty well air conditioned, so I'm not concerned about like the cold too much when I'm like. Has been yeah. It's been my first like full year like being a working dude. I think what I want 2025 me is like, I just want to conquer mountains that I've been climbing for a while, and I want to start new ones. I want to climb new mountains. That's been like the kind of the that's kind of what it's been for me. I'm trying to conquer new mountains or find new trying to conquer old mountains and find new ones to conquer. And I think I'm on the I'm on the brink of conquering a very large mountain. And I don't know what to do with myself. Way less lame way. I don't know. I guess. I guess I'm using the climb mountains metaphor a little bit heavy now. I'm just trying to get shit done. And it's getting done. And that's nice. It feels nice to feel like you're productive. That's all I'm trying to get at. It feels nice when I feel productive. Because I'm a person who, like, I don't know. I want to feel like I'm doing something. Especially nowadays when I have so much less time. So much less time that I have to do anything with. There's just less shit that I have. I just have less time to do anything. So it just means so much, like, all my time means so much more. I understand why people get, like, fucking 4 hours of sleep, dude. I get it, dude. Because there's just no time anymore. Man. It's so crazy how fucked up the work culture is. 8 hours every day of work is just such a crazy thing, dude. Such a crazy thing. 8 hours a day. More like 9 hours. Or 10. Damn. I blanked. I think that we should go to a 6-hour workday. I think we should go to a 6-hour workday. But that's like a... With the historic lack of fucking money that anybody's making, or like a normal guy like me is making, it's kind of cooked. Dude, oh man, my motivation to keep applying has been just dropping like a fucking rock, dude. It's been so hard to keep my motivation up, to just keep working at this job application grind. I'm starting to remember why I fucking hated it so much in the first place. Because, holy shit, bro. If there's something that is, there's nothing more soul crushing than searching for a goddamn job. You just gotta keep hope. Keep the hope alive. I don't know. I'm starting to, like, have second thoughts about everything that I'm doing right now. Because, like, the plan is right now, if I can get out of here. Yeah, I know. So the plan right now is that I want to quit my job in about, like, August. Like, in August I want to quit, and then I want to go full-time searching for a new job, right? It's just... It seems like such a stupid decision. It just seems like... It's like... this economy is not going to get better. Or sorry, not this economy. This job market is not going to get better. Short-term gains in the stock market do not do not mean long-term gains for the job market, right? The job market's going to be shit, and it's going to be shit until like something fundamentally changes about the way we do this economy. And so, is now the time to take a gigantic risk? Is this the time? Because I'm worried that what's going to happen is that I'm going to quit this job. And then I'm going to be searching for like a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. It'll be like a year in searching for a job and I'll have nothing. And I'll realize like, holy shit, I got nothing. And I'll just end up with an equally soul-crushing job that I already have. It'll just be me, like, you know, it'll be from soul-crushing. I'm not worried about going broke. There's actually one thing I'm not worried about. It's being broke. The money situation. I am blessed to not have to worry as much about my money situation right now. Specifically, I do not have to worry about my money situation currently. But that is also like, it will become like it will become pressing, bro. And I'm not trying to blow up my fucking savings before I'm 30, bro. Like what? You're asking me to like blow up my savings before 30? It seems like a bad idea. But I feel like there's just so much benefit to be gained, right? It's like if I actually do find a job that's better, I end up happier, I make more money, I have a better commute, like I have more time, like everything is just good. Right? I feel like I just have to do it. I have to take this opportunity, right? I just have to like be able to fucking like run it, gun it, say, hey, fuck it, we ball, right? You know what? This is reaffirmed that I think I'm making the right decision. I have to take. This is like a risk I think I have to take, or else I will be nowhere, I think, in life. It'll be I can't do that. I can't live a life where I'm fucking broke forever. I cannot do that. God, what I need to happen is I need an AO3 fanfiction to come true. I need this shit to happen in real life. That's what I need to happen, but I know it's not gonna happen. So, if I can't get through life with my rockin' hot body, what else can I do? Dom Fortune 500. Hey, there's a non-zero chance, okay? There's a non-zero chance, bro. Maybe she's just a software engineer that makes like 200K a year. And, you know, I just go to the gym and I'm working out. She's like, hey, you look really nice. You want to come talk to me over dinner? It might happen, okay? It is. I just have to start going to a public gym. It might happen, MJ. Gotta trust the process. Transition? There's not a transition thing. I love pussy. Hey, some of them still exist. More than likely, she's probably just like a senior manager. She's never. She used to be a software engineer. Now she's just a middle manager. Making fucking buku bucks, bro. One day it's gonna happen, bro. I'm gonna get the bad. I'm gonna get a 10 out of 10 senior consultant. It's gonna go great. I promise, bro. You just gotta trust the process. I got pull like that. I do. I really do. No, I just think... I think society made people as software engineers. Dude, you remember the propaganda, bro? Like, don't fucking pretend like you weren't there for the fucking, like, I had to go through, dude, when I was in high school, and especially when I was in college, bro, the propaganda about fucking software, computer engineering, software development, like, this is the fucking future. This is the industry that you need to get into. What a fucking sack of shit, bro. I'm so glad I was never that stupid to do that shit. I'm so happy, bro. Holy shit. You can say whatever you want about my political science degree, but it actually gives me so many more options than some random fucking, like, computer engineering. I'm so happy, bro. I chose right with my fucking major. I actually chose correctly. Y'all got fucking mega baited. Y'all thought it was gonna be easy money, bro. That's what I heard. Easy 6 figs out of college. Easy 6 figs out of college, bro. Now all of you are fucking taking Andrew Tate courses. Look at you. You're taking Andrew Tate courses. I feel like cybersecurity is, like, the less cooked, though. Compared to, like, others offer, I feel like cybersecurity is, like, I don't know. The problem with cybersecurity is that you just need to be good at cybersecurity. She just needs to start fucking hacking. Tell your sister to start hacking companies. And if she's really good at hacking, then she'll just be a better... She needs to start hacking shit. See, that's the thing. That's the thing with, like, all college majors. That ultimately, if you just are really good at what you do, and you, like, really love it, and you really care about it, you're gonna find a good job. If you really like what you do, and you really love doing it, and you're just really good at doing it, you're gonna find a job. But if you're just kind of, like, the average person who just doesn't really give a shit that much, you are kind of cooked. I don't know where your sister lands on that spectrum from, like, crazy to, like, mid. I assume most people land closer to the mid side of the spectrum. I certainly do. Maybe I'm just using myself as a vessel to try to analyze all people, but I think most people just don't really give a shit about their jobs that much. She doesn't even play video games. It's crazy. Tell her to start hacking on Minecraft right now. That's her path to becoming a cybersecurity expert. Tell her to hop on 2B2T expeditiously, bro. It's the only way. It's the only way, bro. I made an executive decision. What am I doing this weekend? There's a pay-per-view. Oh shit, when did the NBA Finals start? Does anybody care? Is anybody gonna watch a single game from the NBA Finals? I don't think I will. Well, mostly because of, like, sleep schedule, but even if I didn't have sleep schedule. Bunch of fucking bum teams, bro. I just hope the Pacers win. Check at the end and complain. Yeah, dude, that's the way you do it. And then spread narratives. You forgot the third part of that process. It's check the score at the end, complain, and then spread narratives. That's the only thing you can do. NBA's intel, real shit. Honestly, I think the WNBA looks way more interesting right now than the fucking NBA does. I don't know. I'm looking at some of the WNBA shit. I'm like, damn, this shit is goofy as hell. I'm loving the drama. No, I'm talking about drama specifically. I don't give a shit about the games. You think I actually watch basketball? Fuck off. I just think the WNBA has way more interesting drama. than the NBA does right now. I want to spread the narrative that Caitlin Clark is the GOAT. And I think the best way to do that is by, you know, making more drama around her. I will say, I have watched, like, a Caitlin Clark highlights package. And she's the first example of, like, women's basketball that I'm like, damn. That's crazy. I watched some of the I watched some of those highlights and I'm like, holy shit. If I saw that in, like, the NBA, I'd be impressed. That could be a highlight for the NBA. And it's in the WNBA. And I'm like, that's crazy, bro. The reality is that the WNBA is just the 90s basketball that everybody talked about. When in reality, the 90s are trash. And this open the vault trend has proven that LeBron James is the GOAT. Everybody wants lower scoring games, right? Go watch the fucking WNBA. You can watch him brick a bunch of shots. Is that what you want, boy? That's what fucking 90s ball was like, boy. Just a bunch of idiots bricking shots. That's what it was. Don't pretend. It was a clank fest. Always fall for TikTok propaganda because it's so good. I love propaganda. I love propaganda. I love propaganda, bro. Also, I'm loving the open the vault trend, bro. That shit, dude. I watched a good like 20 minutes of LeBron highlights, bro. That he is actually genuinely, he is actually crazy. He is the greatest basketball player ever. I don't know how he does it. Bro, he's actually so fucking insane. How? MJ has never done shit like that in his fucking... He never even dreamed of doing shit like that, bro. Seeing the Bron block package is just diabolical. Yeah, LeBron's the GOAT. I don't care. MJ's a bum. Also, apparently Wilt Chamberlain was also a bum, bro. I watched a video that made me believe that Wilt Chamberlain is a bum. And I fully believe the propaganda, by the way. I watched one video of some guy ranting about how basically Wilt Chamberlain was the greatest stat pattern of all time, bro. Is it the goaltending? It's that and just him fucking stealing his teammates' shots. Just taking his teammates' shots and putting it in the net. He goaltended his own fucking teammates, bro. That is stat padding. That's stat padding. That is diabolical levels of stat padding. We've never seen levels like that. Okay? Yeah, Wilt Chamberlain fucking, like, I understand how he scored 100 points in one game. 27. No, dude. You should see some of these fucking Wilt Chamberlain highlights, bro. You gotta see these Wilt Chamberlain highlights, bro. Russell Westbrook was definitely bad, bro. I don't pretend like Russ was not the Hall of Fame stat pattern, but bro, these Wilt Chamberlain video, bro, I'm like, oh my god, there's just no way. How did people think this was okay? Like didn't people hate him for this? Didn't people hate him for this? Okay, you say triple-double every game, but that's like Jokic has been doing that shit, and nobody calls it stat padding. That's just because Jokic is the GOAT, but you can't use the narrative of getting a triple-double every game means you're stat padding. Jokic basically did that. He averaged a triple-double, and he was not stat padding. Nobody would ever accuse Jokic of stat padding. Jokic will get a game with like 40 points and 20 assists, and people will be like, wow, that's a really good Jokic game. That's so wild. I would think that on a team full... Exactly, on a team full of bumps. But, like, still. Like... That applies to everything, right? Everything is inside context. All the numbers that you make are inside of context. No, of course. I think that's I think for sure it's more of like a funny meme narrative than like an actual like serious narrative. Of course Jokic cares, right? He wouldn't be here if he didn't fucking care. The NBA is not a job you do because you don't care. Nobody's out here like playing basketball like, damn, I'm just here for the money. No basketball players ever said that ever. You have had to sacrifice and work too hard to play basketball to only say like, oh, nobody cares. I don't care about basketball. That is dumb. I just think Jokic is sick. Jokic is just... I mean, Jokic has had arguably like 5 back-to-back MVP seasons. Arguably 5 back-to-back MVP seasons. Now, he only got the award for 3 of them, but... I guess it is just context, though, right? Like, Jokic is on a team full of bums. Man, if Jokic got some help, I wonder, like... If Jokic was on a super team, would that shit fucking blow? I think it would. I think that super teams are great every so often. I think people have this like this gigantic take about like, I think super teams are bad because they make the game less fun to watch, and I think super teams are good because they increase viewership and all that good stuff, right? I think super teams are... I think there needs to be a mix of everything. I think there just needs to be a mix. I think sometimes you want a team. Sometimes it's okay to have a super team. Sometimes it's okay to have a couple years where like a super team's gone crazy. I think that's okay. But I also think that you need a couple years between those, like maybe like a decade or so, where it's like it's kind of up in the air, like who's gonna win next. We need to have a little bit of both. Right now, we're just coming off a dynasty. We're just coming off a dynasty. And I think that another dynasty is going to be cooking up some. It could have been the Celtics, but the Celtics had Jason Tatum, and you know, nobody wants that guy to win. Not even Celtics fans want that guy to win. 2018 Warriors was fire. I think that if I could say something good about the Warriors dynasty, which I feel like I don't have the pedigree to do because I'm a Warriors fan. All right, I grew up watching the Warriors dynasty. That shit is like kind of unfair. And I feel like it kind of invalidates my takes on the Warriors for the most part. But I think the Warriors dynasty was one of the more entertaining dynasties that we've had. I think Steph is definitely one of the more entertaining players in the league to watch as a superstar. And I think that the fact that he had a dynasty kind of built around him, I think just kind of, you know. Well, yeah, that shit was diabolical. Even I heard about that. I didn't really watch basketball that much. I just kind of followed it loosely. I'm like, oh, the Warriors won? That's pretty cool. And then I heard KD got traded. And I'm like, wait, KD? That's another name I know. I remember hearing that we got KD. My dad was loving it. My mom... I think, honestly, if I can be honest, the Warriors dynasty is what made my mom watch sports. I'm being so honest. My mom loves watching sports. My mom loves, and her favorite team is the fucking Warriors, and I think it's because of the dynasty. And honestly, I'm so happy. Because my mom, I can just talk about sports with my mom, and that shit is sick. My mom would just like text me about like, oh my god, the sports. Look what's happening. That's sick. I get to talk about sports with my mom. That's so cool. Shout out to the Warriors. Thank you. Now, I will say, as a Bay Area native, I think Bay Area fans are not the most deserving fans. Exactly. Y'all can have anything. Bay Area fans are not the most deserving fans of a dynasty. No team in California deserves to have a fucking dynasty. Because they are all, like, we are all fair weather fans in the Bay Area, okay? We only watch our sports teams when they are good. We do not watch our sports teams when they suck. I love the Sharks. I will never stop supporting the Sharks. But I'm not going to tune into a fucking Sharks game. I'm sorry, bro. I have no desire to watch the Sharks fucking fuck up another game and lose like 8-1. I just have no desire. I'm going to wait until they're good, and then I'm going to start watching. Because I want to watch the Sharks have a chance. The Sharks, there's hockey team. They're a hockey team. San Jose Sharks. Right? And I think that it's going to be the same way with the Warriors. When Steph finally retires, and this team goes back to being a bunch of bums, which is going to happen. Once Steph retires, this team will be a bunch of bums. The Warriors are going to suck for, like, I'd say oh man, it's going to be a while until the Warriors are good again. Unless they have, like, an insane rebuild, I just think the Warriors are just going to... They're either going to be, like, a mid to bottom tier team, or they're just going to suck it up. They're just going to start tanking hard, and I think nobody's going to really watch the Warriors anymore. I think that's fine. I think that's totally cool. Rebuilding is just the natural part of sports in America, right? Rebuilding. It's how it goes. I love American sports more than bum-ass European sports. I like tanking and rebuilding. I think that's all a healthy part of a good sports system. No, I don't think Jimmy Butler is going to be good enough. Like, he's too old to be good enough to carry a freaking team. I think when Steph retires, I think Jimmy Butler dips. He's not a bubble Jimmy monster, true. Jimmy has had his entire career carried by narrative. That's a fact. Jimmy had one really good run with the fucking Miami Heat, and that has carried his entire fucking career, bro. I'm tired of pretending. But I'm happy because I see him play on the Warriors, and I'm like, okay, this guy's pretty good. That one was insane. It was insane. I got no qualms by saying that shit was crazy. I think next year if next year the Warriors can like figure it out and like add some decent bench players and make sure Draymond doesn't go fucking insane. Stop Draymond from being a fucking idiot and get some decent bench players. I think we have a chance. I think the Warriors, like, with an actual full season of just work behind them and Steph not getting injured, like, halfway through the most important series, dude, Warriors might have an actual shot at this bitch. They might actually have a shot at this bitch. That's so exciting to think about. Next season, I will be watching the Warriors with glee, bro. I have glee in my heart because the Warriors might be able to do something. We'll see what the Lakers do. Maybe they'll be able to get Luka to actually, like, I don't know, play defense. Red ball sunsets. Can I understand this lore? I've been hearing about sunsets. What is about sunsets that I need to know about? I feel like I'm lost. 2K sunsets healed you? Oh, so it's just like some okay. Based. That's really funny. 2K sunsets will heal you. I need to look this up. Because all I know from NBA 2K is that game has like all these fucking sports games have fucking awful graphics. Respectfully, all these sports games have dog shit fucking graphics, man. That shit look, dude, those fucking people, those players look like ass, bro. These NBA 2K characters, they look like ass. That shit is so, they look so fucking stupid. Play 2K because nothing has changed. Look at COD, bro. People just like the game. Look at COD, bro. It's the same shit. At least COD has tried to do something. People just like playing video game basketball, bro. I don't know what to tell you. If I look up NBA 2K, I wonder like what the most popular. Holy shit. All these videos look so fucking boring, dude. Who's this med guy? All these videos look so miserably boring. How do they get so many views? I don't understand it. Two K pack openings. Is that all it is? It's just gambling. God damn it. It is just gambling. Yes, sir. It's always been gambling. Yeah, dude, I was having this conversation with Charles, I remember a little bit back, that it's so funny that people look at Valve as, like, this great company. Like, Valve is this, like, inspiring, great video game company that makes amazing games. When in reality, their entire fucking model of, like, the reason why they're able to do what they do is because they peddle gambling to kids. That is their entire business model, is getting kids addicted to gambling. That's so crazy. And I guess that's kind of just like when it makes you really think about like the unfortunate situation that we live in, that all the good things and so many good things in our life that we love and we enjoy are built off the back of horrifically evil things. Does that not suck a little bit? That all these good things that we get to enjoy are ultimately built off the back of awful, shitty, no good things. And the reason why any of this exists is because of bad things. And unfortunately, we just have to fucking tank that shit. I hate that. I wish esports could exist without gambling or Saudi sports money. But the Saudis pay so fucking much. Every time, dude, oh my god, it's actually been the worst trend in esports. I'll speak on it for a second. I hate this esports trend of the Saudis buying up all the best players. I hate it. Because all they do is so it's called Team Falcons. Their esports team is called Team Falcons. And in every single esport, bro, I check in with every single esport, and every single time there's a Team Falcons, and all they do is they buy up the best fucking players because they have so much money. Dude, I was watching an Apex tournament. I don't really watch Apex that much, but I'm like, oh shit, an Apex tournament's on. I wonder what's happening, because Apex can be pretty fun to watch sometimes. So I was just checking in, like seeing what's happening to all my favorite players. What are they doing? Who's where? What's happening? Where's why and what's how, right? I see Team Falcons, and I look at their team, I'm like, there's just no fucking way. They just have all the best players. They have the 3 best players in the game just chilling on a fucking super team. I'm like, oh, man. I hope they lose. And I liked some of these players, too. I rooted for some of these teams back in the day, bro. Fuck them. I want them to lose now, not because I hate them as players, but because I don't want the Saudis to win shit. I want Team Falcons to suck dick forever. I want them to be awful forever. I never want them to win. See them win shit. I hope they do. And so I hope that the Team Falcons never wins anything. They never win a major esports tournament or anything. All I can do is hope, though. All I can do is hope. The only team that has been the only esport that has been spared from the scourge that is the Saudis and Team Falcons has actually been League of Legends, funnily enough. League of Legends has no Team Falcons anywhere, but that's just because the Korean people and the Chinese people love League of Legends. They just genuinely love esports down in Korea, so we survive still. What? What? Fucking bull. Okay, I'll go full game rest. Back. Okay. Man, it's been a while since I've touched a full game run. I wonder how bad it's gonna be. I'll just keep yapping about random shit that I think of. Sports dynasties and esports shit. Any interesting things that I should think about? Not really. Sports is kind of bland right now. There's not a whole lot of teams I care about besides like NBA shit. Football is going to be in the off season for a hot minute still. A bunch of the other shit that I like watch and care about is totally irrelevant. What is the secret? I guess I've been kind of like dealing with like I've been trying to square away in my head is these days. Like I've been kind of like mulling over the idea of like how conservative should society be around like sexuality. And we've talked about this on stream before, but it has been this continued topic on the internet and the topic of discussion. And so since I am a slave to the cultural zeitgeist of what is popular, right? It means I kind of just see shit about it, and so I think about it more. And I feel like I don't have like a good answer because again, the problem with any of these like large scale issues is that the lines are blurry, as they always are. And blurry lines are just not very satisfying to the human brain because it is kind of just a situation by situation thing of like what is too much. I wonder if we'll be able to get to 6 with a decent time. Well, it could be better, but, you know, hey. +5? It's not the end of the world. +8? Not the end of the world. That might be the end of the world. Yep, that is the end of the world. And it's over. No, but, okay. Back on topic. Like I was saying. What was I doing? So I was just thinking about, like, where is the level of, like, sexual openness that is okay with society? Because I feel like I've been an advocate for more openness with, like, sexuality and sex in general. Maybe unintentionally, maybe intentionally. Probably more intentionally, I'd say, but I think it's interesting to be, because, like, ultimately what you're looking for... Oh, it is Pride Month. Shit, I should be talking about Pride Month, shouldn't I? Damn, this topic is like a totally meaningless thing. It is Pride Month. Happy Pride Month. Be gay. Now. Please. Shout out Pride Month. Seem Pride Month profitable? I think it's just because they're scared of... Because, like, it's just such bad press now. I do want to check the social media accounts. It just seems like bad press, dude. Anybody, the person who coined the phrase "all good promotion is like all attention is good attention" is a fucking lie, bro. Well, yeah, it's because they were trying to appeal, right? I think that was definitely towards the back end of, like, the companies trying to appeal era. Companies just trying to appeal to the average consumers. I'm so relatable, right? Let me check. If I go into Walmart, will I see gay? Walmart's not gay, dude. What about Target? Target's not gay. Nobody's gay, dude. Wow, nobody is fucking gay. That is good. I think. I think it's good. I wonder if they've made a Pride Month tweet, though. Not because I hate gay. Not because I hate gay. Oh, wow, they're posting memes. I hate that. Did they not even make a gay tweet, dude? What the fuck? No gay tweet? Okay, hold on. That's kind of over the line. I think you gotta make a tweet about gay month, no? Hulu is gay? Who is running social media over at Hulu? Oh, Hulu's gay. Is that always how the Hulu logo looks, though? That's kind of like a very subtle gay. That's a very subtle gay. Yeah, I think it's good just because, I guess good and bad is just, like, so hard to say. Like, who, like, the reality is who fucking cares, right? I think that what all major companies should be aiming for is to be the least offensive major company. Because I think most people are kind of in agreement that, like, if you're a big company, you're just shitty and you're awful and nobody likes you. And you're awful and fuck you, basically. And I think that to be a good, successful, big company is just to, like, just shut the fuck up. That's the best thing you can do. Just be a major company. Just do stuff. Just do things. Sell your product. That's all we care about. Sell your product. Make sure it's, like, cheap and shit. And I'm not gonna pay attention to you. Duolingo is currently more miserable than it's ever been, but it was at least, like, it was semi-tolerable for a little bit, but then everybody kind of just forgot, and Duolingo was at least super easy to ignore, I think. For a while, Duolingo was super easy to ignore. If I go on TikTok and I see some dumb fucking Duolingo shit, I'm gonna fucking tweet, bro. That would be the worst. Could be a hot 4. Not bad. Nope. If I go on TikTok, I wonder what I find. I'm curious now. What is happening on the Duolingo TikTok? Is it gonna be shit? Shut up. Shut up, random TikToker. Duolingo. Uh-oh. They're back to it. Yep, okay. They're just back to it. They're just kind of just back to it. They changed nothing. And they still get so many fucking views and comments. People are still shitting on them in the comments, but I mean, they're fucking getting likes and views, bro. Everybody's shitting on them in the comments, but I mean, it's like, hey, I guess you're getting engagement, right? So. I don't know, I think the secret is that Duolingo was never really that great. If you were actually serious about learning a language, you would never use Duolingo. Duolingo is for people who want to pretend like they're learning a language. Yeah, the secret is just to shut up. I have to clutch up right now, though, so can you, like, let me focus? I got past level 6, and it's like, damn, I actually have to, like, play the game now. This fucking sucks. Never mind, actually kill me. Never mind, it's cooked. Throw it out. And I missed the easiest jump of my life. Kill me. Yeah, okay, it's cooked. I think that, yeah, this, like, literally the secret is to getting in any drama, just, like, just don't do anything. Just make, like, a generic, like, I'm sorry statement, and then just, like, stay silent for a week, and then come back and act like nothing happened. Or even better, just, like, act like nothing happened. Just make an apology to him and just act like nothing ever happened. Literally, Mr. B said, yeah! It's all, because that is just the best, because people, like, because, like, anybody, like, it is so easy to be a PR expert. Just like people are fickle as fuck. People are fickle as hell. They don't care. People are fickle, bro. I will say, I think there is a little bit more, like, kind of like, Mr. Beast is not cool like he was. I think Mr. Beast rode for a little... Mr. Beast kind of pulled an Elon Musk for a little bit. Where he was definitely, like, kind of the cool kid. Be like, oh, Mr. Beast. I mean, like, man, look what he's doing, bro. It's kind of sick. Now, I think Mr. Beast's just more corporate. And honestly, I think that's probably just best for Mr. Beast. Just, like, because, like, your core audience was never the people who thought you were cool. It was never, like, the cool internet. Like, the people on the internet who talk about you, like, oh my god, those are not your core audience. Those are not people who you should care about. It doesn't matter what the internet thinks about you. It matters what gets you views. Mr. Beast is no longer an individual. He is a corporation. Mr. Beast Incorporated. That's all it is. And Mr. Beast needs to stop. I don't know. He just needs to, like, stay in his fucking lane. Just do Mr. Beast shit. And nobody's gonna fucking care about you, dude. Yeah, exactly. It's just, again, Mr. Beast is just a corporation. I fed 1 billion African kids. I fed 100,000 African kids. I fed 1 African kid. I gave 1 African kid a fucking sandwich, bro. I flew 1 African kid to the best fucking 3 Michelin star restaurant in the entire world just to forever fuck up his taste buds and to let him know that he'll never have something to taste so good in his fucking life. I made sure to give this African kid the best experience so he'll never have anything to work for ever again. The British did. You'll never have anything as good as what I gave you today. I hope you know that, little African child. I'm gonna fly you out to a great fucking Michelin star restaurant, and I'm gonna fly you straight back to your fucking bum. I'm gonna fly you straight back to your fucking broke ass neighborhood. I'm gonna say, have fun, pussy. You'll never have anything this good. That's kind of sick, actually. Dude, God, evil Mr. Beast would be so sick, dude. Oh my God, Mr. Beast with like no morality whatsoever. Fuck, man, what a great concept. Shit, he would just be, dude. He would just be like fucking. Like I made 100 homeless people fucking fight to the death over $10 in a can of soda. I put them all in a ring, and the last person who was still standing got it. Oh my God, how sick! He would act. He would do 100 people versus one gorilla, man. Bro, he'd just be doing giant like animal wars. He'd just be like, I put 100 jaguars versus 100 tigers in a ring, and I kept them there with no food for a fucking week, and I saw what happened. Dude, he would put up two opposing monkey tribes and make them fight each other. He'd make monkey tribes fight each other. Oh, dude, man, this shit would be so awful and bad. But I would watch it. But I wouldn't watch it happily. But I would watch it. I'd be like morbid. It'd be morbid curiosity. I'd be like, this is bad. You should not do this. But I'd still fucking click, dude. I don't know, the one video, the thing that broke me on Mr. Beast was he just made one video that was so obviously faked that I'm like, I can't anymore with Mr. Beast. I think I reacted to it on stream. It was so awful. I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with you. Hold on. I know exactly which one it is. It was, damn, he did two. Oh, he did Ronaldo and Neymar. Damn, why did Ronaldo get $1 million and Neymar only got 500K? Damn. Get cooked, bro. Some fraud shit. It was survive 100 days in a nuclear bunker, win $500,000. That is the video that broke me. It is so bad. It is so clearly fake. Like, the contestants are so clearly faked. It is so clear. Like, at least with the other videos, it felt like there was, like, real people, right? It felt like real people were doing real shit. With that video in particular, the two people, they felt like bad actors. And I hated it. It felt like, they felt like such awful actors. I'm like, you know, kill me. Hachishigas is entertaining. You are a slave. It's fake. Look, I don't care if it's fake. Fundamentally, I care if it's egregiously fake. I care if you are masquerading something as real and it is so obviously fake. That's what I care about. Because I think what kept me inside of Mr. Beast's little fucking like slut chamber is that I had this idea that, like, damn, he is doing this shit. I think that's part of the appeal of the Mr. Beast brand. He's like, he's doing a bunch of crazy shit, but he's doing it for fucking real. That's what keeps you inside the Mr. Beast chamber. And once that illusion is broken, once it is snapped, suddenly, everything becomes so much less entertaining. It's like discovering your two favorite YouTubers who constantly did like challenge videos against each other turned out to be cheating the whole time, and they didn't do the challenge videos. They would just like fake it and let each other win. Can you imagine if popular MMOs cheated in his Lucky Block videos? Him and Jen would just choose who won every time, bro. Can you imagine? That shit would suck. That would break the illusion. It wouldn't feel as authentic anymore. I either want to be told like it is straight up fake. I did. It is a little sad. Yeah. I didn't watch it. I didn't go out. It's because like watching that entire body cam footage, that would just be like sadness porn. I watched some of the TikTok highlights, but like I don't want to watch that thing, dude. I'm so not interested. Why can't people... If all rich people just had my mindset... they'd be so much more tolerable. If all rich people were me, they'd be so much more tolerable. If rich people just had a little bit more chill and a little bit less, like, need to have attention on them. If they were less needy and more chill, I think they would be such better. It hasn't hit YouTube Shorts yet. You don't watch TikTok? You're a YouTube Shorts kid? Bro, you are actually just like the child. You are just the child audience. Jen is living her best life. Is she? She got a kid? Oh, hell yeah. Good for her. I don't know. It seemed like I remember hearing about like Pat getting into some fucked up shit for a while, so. I just remember, like, whenever I think about, like, popular MMOs, I just remember this one joke I heard about it, like, sorry, I'm gonna tell you the joke after I fail. Because right now I think I might beat level 6, so... Okay, there you go. No, so the joke that I remember is just like imagining some like washed up prank YouTuber who's just really depressed, and he's just like he keeps making new videos, but they just get no views. So he just starts making videos like, "Hey, so today I'm gonna prank myself by drinking too much alcohol and eating like shit and not working out." And I'm like, that shit is so that joke was really funny when I heard it. Just a depressed prank YouTuber who was washed up. That's what whenever I think about popular MMOs, that's what I think about. Quibble Cop? Oh, who cares about Quibble Cop? I used to watch Quibble Cop back in the day. Nobody cares about bro. Bro is straight washed. I like back when it was like the Jelly, Slogo, Quebblecop trio. I always watched Queb's perspective, because whenever you had like the kid YouTuber groups that you had like multiple people doing perspective, you just chose a guy and you stuck with him, right? You chose a guy, you stuck with him. I chose Queb, and I stuck with Queb. Back when I used to watch GTA 5 races. Yeah. Same thing with, like, the Vanoss crew, dude. Back when I was into the Vanoss crew, which I think, I don't know, I feel like MJ, did you have, like, a Vanoss crew phase? Maybe that's just me. Because I feel like so many people had a Vanoss crew phase. And I just watched Vanoss perspective, bro. I don't know why. Vanoss just had the best perspective, bro. That was my most prevalent phase. Yeah, dude. I have nothing but good memories from the Vanoss crew phase. Like, I can look back on, like, my Sunday phase, my fucking Queb phase. Like, I can look back on them with a little bit of, like, yeah, wasn't that good. But, like, back in the, like, I can still watch those old Vanoss videos, and it is, like, it still hits, bro. Dude, I watched some of their old hide-and-seek videos recently, and I'm like, damn, that shit still hits. It's still good. That's so crazy. It's so crazy how that shit still hits today. Look, you can say what you want about Sunday. Gmox Sandbox? Yeah, that was a little bit too old school for me. See, I got into Sunday or sorry, I got into Vanoss, but like, he was a little bit out of the Gmod sandbox, and he was more into doing like the death runs and like very specific like games, hide and seek, death run, just shit like that, where he would just play very specific Gmod games as opposed to just Gmod sandbox. But the Gmod sandbox, I go back and watch some of those. Those were actually like funny. They were like genuinely funny. Okay, Sunday was goated. Sky Factory, yeah, Sky Factory was great with Sunday. Crazy Craft, definitely Crazy Craft. What was the thing before Crazy Craft? There was a mud pack before Crazy Craft. I forget. Was it just Crazy Craft? Was that the first one? Dude, I need to actually go back. Yeah, it would. Yeah, back when it was Craner. All the Sky Factory series were good. Like, I think I watched from Sky Factory. I gotta go back and, like, look at... Dude, I have to go back and look at the history of the Sheep03 watching Sunday, dude. I actually have so much lore. Because, like, I was into it. Like, I remember watching when I was... Alright, boys. I have to scroll back so far, bro, in the history. I'd probably be quicker to go from oldest. Yeah, so his oldest videos, definitely, like, before I was after Pixelon. Because this was back when he was in, like, the content house. So he was doing Pixelmon stuff. Jail, Pixelmon, he was in the team house. Super Smash Mobs? Damn, Super Smash Mobs is a fucking... Dude, this was back when Mineplex was the big thing, bro. You guys remember... Super Smash Mobs is so... Dude, Mineplex, bro. You guys remember Mineplex? That shit was... Oh, Battle Siege. Oh, dude, I remember loving the Battle Siege videos, man. Battle Siege used to be my shit. Yeah, okay. Back when the fucking thumbnails sucked dick. Was he still using his old intro? Oh, he probably cut it out from those old videos. Yeah, that was Derpy Hot Dog Man, bro. That was the first account. I used to, dude, I played Mineplex so much. I loved and then here's Crazy Craft 1, bro. He didn't have face cam, so I probably didn't watch the first Crazy Craft. Yeah, this was pre Craner. I gotta find when he starts playing with Craner, bro. Grand Theft Auto? Dude, oh man. I think I remember seeing videos of Grand Theft Auto and I wanted to play it myself so bad. Oh, dude. Yeah, so he played with some dude beforehand. I had Facecam Sunday in my life. Facecam Sunday was where I lived. Oh, here it is. Yeah, Sky Factory 4, bro. Oh, this is the old intro. Oh, there it is. The old intro with Derp Sunday. Yeah, I think this is a back when, like 10 years ago, bro. This is about when it started to happen, bro. Oh, hell yeah, baby. He used to do the mod reviews. Crazy Craft. Oh, dude, crazy. Is that... Wait, dude, do I remember his old base? Because I have a memory of his old base. Yes! Oh my god, I remember this base! Holy shit, I remember this base! That's so wild! I remember this base! Oh my god. A tunnel to the diamond factory? No, dude, I remember the base where he had like... He had the grass, and then he had a bunch of like cobblestone. Like he was over a cliff, and he just had a bunch of like little cobblestone pathways. All of his shit. He had like the ant farm, and all that, bro. Oh yeah, of course. Because like, why would you not have a pay to win in Minecraft server? Are you kidding me? Like, what? Are we fucking stupid? Like, are you gonna say no to free money, dude? Don't be a nerd. Battle Dome, hell yeah, I love that. Love Battle Dome. Yeah, so I probably started watching... When did he start doing... The question is, when did he start doing Lucky Blocks? Because if there is one series that I would say is Sunday to, like, the max, the most Sunday, I think it is Lucky Blocks, bro. Lucky Blocks was my shit. I loved Lucky Block videos. Whenever I saw Sunday upload a new Lucky Block video, I was ecstatic, bro. That was my favorite thing ever. Crash Landing. Oh, dude, he tried to make this series a thing. Crash Landing. I remember that. It did not hit. Damn, he used to play with Vicstar. That's so funny. When did he start doing... I'm trying to think. When did he start doing fucking Lucky Blocks, dude? Because that's really... I think that's when peak Sunday. Oh, when did... Dude, I remember a game from Sunday. Dude, this is going to be such a fucking... Yeah, he played The Sims for a second. That was hilarious. I wonder if he still has it. Yeah, Blood and Bones. I don't really remember. I didn't really watch this series, the Blood and Bones series. Might be pre my time. All the playlists are in reverse chronological order. Yes, here it is. Lucky Block Challenge, bro. Back in the old arena, I loved Lucky Blocks. I love Lucky Blocks. They were my favorite thing ever. Lucky Block Challenge versus Craner. That was my shit. I'm trying to find a game. Miner's Dream. Yeah, dude, Miner's Dream. Crazy Craft 2.0. Crazy Craft 2.0, bro. Crazy Craft 2.0. That is it. That was it, bro. Sky Factory. He played, dude, he has a game on Mega Man X. That's hilarious. He made a video on Mega Man X. What was he doing? What was bro doing? He made a BTD Battles video. He made a Clash of Clans video. He made a Plague Inc. video. What? Bro was tweaking. He made multiple Mega Man videos. I guess the Plague videos are pretty sick. Dirtree? Shit. I remember that video explicitly. That's crazy. Why did he do a Clash of Clans series? I guess he just really was into Clash of Clans. He actually made so many Plague Inc. videos. Oh, Turbo Dismount. Oh, Turbo Dismount was hilarious. That's a great game. Great classic YouTuber game. Peak Dismount, dude. Shit was great. Oh, Crundy Craft. Yep. That is, I think... Crundy Craft had to be it. Minecraft Sky Factory 2. Great series. Crundy Craft was fucking great. Oh, yes. This is the game that I remember. This was my favorite series. This is, like, I think maybe my favorite, like, single game Sunday series ever. Fucking Terratech. I don't know if you remember Terratech. I loved watching Sunday play Terratech. I remember. Okay, this is gonna be like the most like rich person story of all fucking time, by the way. I'm about to tell you the most rich person story of all time. You're just gonna have to bear with me here. Okay, so I remember my dad was invited to like a business conference, right? He was invited to a business conference in, I believe it was Washington, D.C. And this was like a pretty, at the time, I think I was in middle school, or I was in like, I was probably in middle school. And it was a very important business conference because he was a keynote speaker at this particular business conference, which is like, being a keynote speaker, that's a pretty big deal. And so he wanted to bring my mom, basically, because, you know, like when you're that level of businessman, what you do is you bring your wife or your husband as like kind of this trophy piece, right? To just show it, like, look at my wife, people, come meet my wife. It's very much like you have to be the trophy wife, right? And my mom has talked about this. Like she's totally okay with it. It wasn't like anything. It was just like it's the way it is, right? Like you want to like show off your family and seem relatable and all that stuff and make connections and all that. It is all about like just like making connections with people. That's all it is. That's why you bring your wife. And I remember at that time, all of the kids, all my siblings, we all went to separate summer camps at different times throughout the summer, right? We all went to separate summer camps at different times. Because we all loved summer camp. Summer camp was like the big thing, I remember. Like, I love summer camp. But I was just going at a different time. And so it was like, okay, I have this business conference that's like 4 days. I need to bring my wife, and I have a child that is too young to leave at home by himself. So I went to the business conference with my mom and dad. And and they basically said, here's the fucking TV. Stay the fuck in the hotel room. Just chill. Just do whatever you want. And I remember me as a child, this was like Christmas Day for me. I got free access for like in the entire evening. Like literally, like we went out for dinner. I came back. It was like maybe like 6 o'clock at night. I go to bed at like 10. I had a night of just a TV, and that all I could do. I could just watch all the TV I wanted. That's all I wanted to do. And I remember, I went on the TV. I managed to pull up YouTube. I don't remember how I did. I went on the hotel TV. I pulled up YouTube, and I binged watched Sunday's Terror Tech videos. Because at that point, I just hadn't watched Sunday's videos for a while because I probably was at summer camp. So I just binged watched Sunday's Terror Tech videos for an entire night. While I imagine like my mom and dad just like going around in the business conference, doing businessy things, being that perfect couple. And I was just sitting in the fucking, this rich hotel, by the way. The hotel in question was called the Gaylord. It was the Gaylord Hotel. Which is a very high quality hotel if you've ever heard of it. It's also funny because it's called the Gaylord. I just remember that very, very explicitly. And that's why I love Terror Tech so much, because yeah, the Gaylord Hotel. It's called that. It's spelled like that too. Okay. Shit is not a joke. It's funny though. I thought it was very funny as a kid. I still think it's very funny now. It's called the Gaylord. And yeah, I was just in a very expensive hotel room watching Sunday videos for hours. And I remember that was the greatest, that was one of the greatest nights of my life. I think my parents even let me get room service. I never got room service at hotels. Room service is like this luxury I never had. I think my parents let me get room service, bro. They're like, oh yeah, you can order some dessert from room service. I'm like, oh, I get sugar from the hotel delivered to my door? Bro, I was ecstatic. Oh my god. Dude, I'm actually smiling so much. This was like, oh my god, greatest night of my... Top 10 nights of Shibo 3's childhood. This shit. What is this, Home Alone? No, it's just me being in a hotel that is way too expensive for a kid that young to be in. Doing some fucking dumb kid shit. Crazy connections. I just spent my entire night watching fucking Sunday videos, bro. Shit was amazing. What a great time. And I love Sunday videos too. I would watch, dude, I was like the perfect viewer. I would watch from beginning to the end. I'd watch it. I'd watch the whole thing. I'd watch the credits. I'd watch everything, bro. I watched 100%. When I had 100% watch time on all Sunday videos, bro. Shit was actually crazy. Man. God, I wish I could be that happy again. I wish I could be that fucking happy again, bro. What I wouldn't give to go back to something like that, man. I will literally never have that again in my life. I will never be able to be happy like that. Life is too complicated now. Man. Okay, Edgelord. It's what it is, bro. I'm not saying I can't be happy ever again. I'm just saying living with childlike innocence like that, where your most important, where like the most important moment of your life and the most exciting moment of your life is like watching fucking Sunday videos on the hotel TV. When that when that is peak, that is peak. That's the most peak you'll ever find. Sorry. What a crazy memory to dredge up, bro. What a insane memory. I remember Sunday used to upload his videos at exactly 5 p.m. And because I remember that dinner used to be at 6. Dinner time was always 6 p.m. And I remember Sunday always uploaded at 5 p.m. Which meant I could watch the Sunday video and then I could go to dinner. I said dinner time is crazy? Yeah, bro. I had a stay-at-home mom. She could do shit like that. And then she'd make some, like, nasty shit, like pesto pasta, and I was really mad. Because as a kid, I didn't like pesto. Now, as an adult, I realize how stupid my childhood... how stupid my dumb childhood brain was. But damn, I did not like pesto, bro. I thought shit sucked. I wonder if I can actually get past 3 for a change. I think that'd be nice. What do I know? Would you have watched Wolfie back then? I don't, probably not. I probably just didn't give a shit about Pokemon that much. As a competitive thing, I think, man, the YouTube game has changed so much. It's so hard to imagine, like, Wolfie back then. Because, like, if you put in, like, any modern YouTuber inside of the old YouTube landscape, bro, like, they are so ahead of the game. They would actually, like... Because people didn't understand, like, clickbait and, like, how to optimize attention span. Like, all this shit. Like, just people didn't understand that back in the old days, bro. And so it meant that videos felt way more, like, authentic. Because, again, people were just kind of, like... most of the time, it was just people fucking around, bro. They had no idea. And Wolfie comes in with his modern knowledge of, like, clickbait and trends and how to, like, optimize videos for the algorithm, all that shit, bro. Bro, he would have destroyed the game. He would have been on a Netflix show. He would have, dude, he actually would have destroyed the game. We done with the 2010s? That's some real shit, bro. It's just... I don't think we're done with the 2010s. I think there's magic and charm to the 2010s because it was entertainment at the end of the day. So you'll always have fond memories of your childhood, no matter what it was, right? You were a kid, so no matter what it was, even if it was like objectively dog shit, you're still gonna have fond memories of it. Unless you had like a really shitty childhood, then in that case, then you know, don't quote me on that. Imagine being on Ellen. God, what a... Bro would have been on every single late night show. God, what a diabolical thing to throw, like, to throw a gamer in front of, like, a late night show host. God. I never knew how they... Now, thinking back on it, I don't know how they did it. Because they were being brought in there to be ridiculed by old people. That was why they were there. They feigned interest. They pretended like, oh my god, they're so interesting. So you make videos for kids online? They were brought there to be mocked and ridiculed. They were there to be bullied by these fucking people that laugh at them. Look at this old guy who plays video games for a living, huh? Get a load of this guy, bro. And you just had to smile and fucking take it, bro? I would crash out. Jesus Christ. Watching a kid? I think life is more fulfilling as an adult. I think as a kid, I think your emotions are very, like, fickle, right? Things make you happy, and then things make you sad. And then you're just back to happy, and you're back to sad. It's just like, it's a pendulum. You're just kind of like... What makes you happy is so easy, but what makes you sad is also, like... It's so easy to be happy, so easy to be sad. I think as an adult, with better regulations on my emotions, things are just more, like... It's just more I think I search more for contentment now, right? I'm just more about being content. Have to hold it? Of course, yeah. Dad is like a... I feel like if you didn't have to hold a flashlight for your dad, then... You probably just didn't have a good dad. Bro, you had a mid-dad. I'm sorry. That's just a dad thing. Hey, kid, hold the flashlight. He was working on something, bro. He's like probably fixing some shit in the house. My dad was out there fixing shit in the house all the time, bro. Hammering away. Wake up. It's Saturday. Time to do yard work. I hated that. Those are the worst days. It's comebackable. It's comebackable. Ah, it's cooked. Yeah. It was... Did cars shit mosquitoes? Oh, dude, yeah. No, my dad never really repaired cars. I would hold the flashlight when he was, like, repairing, like, a sink or something. A sink, or, like, some lighting arrangement. That's when I was holding it. But he would never touch the car. He'd just bring it in the mechanic. My dad was not a car guy. He did not have any care about learning how to repair cars or anything. And honestly, you know what I think would be really cool, though? Soft hands, brother? No. My dad did not have soft hands. Do not speak ill of my father. My father cut his teeth in the small business industry, bro. Do not speak ill of my father. To be fair, he did... Oh, dude... That's the funnest fact about it. My dad probably did have soft hands. he played. He was a near professional at a sport that probably required you to have soft hands. He played the softest hands. He was a figure skater, bro. That's probably like that's maybe the softest hand sport you could imagine, bro. Bro was a figure skater. He dressed up and did twirls on the ice. Yeah, I'm not kidding. He won a regional level championship. He won a regional level championship. He was thinking about going pro. He realized he wasn't good enough, but like he won a pretty decently sized figure skating tournament. Is he zesty? He's actually not at all. He does not give zesty at all. And I would be honest about that. He just doesn't give zesty. I don't know how to describe. My dad is very friendly. I have introduced many people to my dad over my lifespan. There have been maybe like 2 people that have ever disliked my dad that I remember specifically introducing, like, this is my dad. Almost everybody who I've ever introduced my dad has liked my dad. My dad is just a very likable dude. And that's not like, I'm not trying to glaze. This isn't like, you know, but it is what it is, bro. My dad was goated. It is glaze. It's a little bit of glaze. But honestly, if I had to choose a guy to fucking glaze, I'll glaze my dad. No, come on! Sorry. I'll glaze my dad. Fuck it, bro. That's my dad. I'll absolutely do that shit. No, I will. I have no qualms. That's my blood right there. All right. Don't talk shit about family type shit. Based. Exactly, bro. You gotta glaze your parents. You know, I'm starting to wonder, because, okay, here's an interesting question I have about, like, my childhood that I've had. Because I saw a TikTok about, like, how many kids should you have? Like, if you want to be a parent, how many kids should you have? And what's the maximum amount? Because, like, you'll see, like, accounts on TikTok where it's, like, some fucking Mormon mom with fucking 11 kids because all they do is pound each other without protection. And, like, if you have 11 kids, bro, it's, like, at some point, like, there's gonna be a couple of kids who just go through with, like, major mental fucking problems. Some of those kids are gonna have to go for, are gonna have to go to therapy for a very long time, right? That's just kind of the nature when you have that many kids. But, like, the question is, like, what is the maximum amount of children you should have? And still be, like, attentive, caring, good parents, right? And I think I saw a lot of, like, people kind of settled around this number of 3. And 3 was fascinating to me because I had 3 siblings. There were 4 kids. My parents had 4 kids. And I'm like, damn, I wonder if I was... Oh, come on. Okay, it's cooked. Damn, what an awful time to not be able to hit my fucking frame perfects, bro. What a shame. 3 to 4. Yeah, I say usually 3. I say 4 is like the max, but I guess that is come from experience, right? Maybe my parents were secretly just fucking goated. And I have to hold that. That they managed to, like, hold 4. They managed to do 4 kids. And they managed to hold 4. I guess I am just like a... Because I look at all my other siblings and I'm like... I guess... But is that my parents' fault? I'm just thinking of all my family, all the things that are happening in my family. There's plenty of family drama. You know this. Like, you're in a family. And especially in a family this big, I hear about everything, right? So I'm just the recipient. I don't know. It's really interesting with me. No, it's actually not. My trans sibling is actually the one that I'm like, damn, you might be the chillest right now. Of all the siblings that I have, I'm like, you are probably like the one that I worry about the least. That's crazy to say, but it's like, yeah. You are just living life, and that is respectable. I don't want to talk about... I don't want to, like, you know, go into detail, of course. Private drama will stay private, you know? But I wonder how much of, like, because, like, I have, like, become, like, I have this very individualistic attitude. And I wonder if if that was created in response to my parents maybe not giving me as much attention as maybe I should have gotten, or was it created because that was just the way I was? I don't know. Because I remember, like, especially when I was younger, and I think I do this less, but especially when I was in college, high school, I remember, like, pushing my parents away a lot. But it's forced. There's not really a true middle child, but I was, like, the most middle child of all the... Of all the children, I was definitely the most middle child. I think especially because I don't want to say I came out normal, but I'm the first person to, like, basically live on his own. Like, I have my own place. I have a full-time job. I'm the first of the kids to, like, have that, right? I'm the first, like, you know, fully independent child. So I think I'm definitely, like, the most middle child. I feel like I just blame, like, all the shit that I do that I think is, like, bad. I kind of just put that on me more than, like, because I don't know. I feel like my parents did the best they could, bro. I think it's impossible to, like, have a perfect childhood, right? No. It's either college or it's other things. It's mostly just college. College, other shit. I'm not going to talk about it. I don't want to go into detail, but it's mostly just college. I'm just old. But again, most of my parents are pretty like most of my siblings are pretty self-sufficient individuals. They're just not, you know. It's just different when like I'm not like it's just about financial liability, right? I'm not financially like reliant on my parents for anything. All right, my parents could fucking say, I'm never going to talk to you again. I'm never going to give you any money again. You're done. Get fucked, pussy boy. They could say that, and I'd be like, damn, that sucks, but my life would not be like my finances would not be significantly impacted if my parents decided to say, fuck you, pussy boy. I don't expect they will. By the way, it's just a hypothetical, but... So, it's just interesting. Like, I wonder if I am so individualistic as a response to being more of this middle child, because the middle child is you know... But, dude, I remember this. It's like a very, like, thing I think about sometimes. When it's like, I remember, like, whenever I was sick... Because I didn't really get sick that much, but every time I got, like, really sick and I was like, damn, I'm just cooked, my mom would be, like, super all over me. My mom was super on top of me, like, yo, and I'm like, at some point, I'm like, yo, get out, like, chill, like, just let me fucking, like, vibe. Let me be sick and miserable by myself. And I remember, like, one time she just told me, it's like, I just like when you're sick because it means I actually get to take care of you. And that fucking stuck with me for a little bit. Just like, wow. Like, maybe it is not that my parents are, like, ignoring me and I am gaining independence because of that. It is that I am pushing my parents away and they are, you know, kind of getting blocked and they're just letting it happen because it's like, they're just letting it happen because they don't want to interrupt, like, my growing process as a person. Right? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to think about that. I don't really like, again, but I don't like to put shit on my parents because I think that in terms of I think that it's impossible to escape, like, childhood without some kind of, like, I don't want to say trauma because trauma is such an overused word, but, like, some kind of, like, thing that you think about that was, like, bad or something that you really hated or something that is, like, something that kind of, like, changes you as a person in a bad way. It's impossible to escape childhood without having shit that changes you in a bad way, which is a really, like, really long-winded way to say, like, you know, there's gonna be some bad shit in your childhood. And I think that for what my parents had and for what my parents did, I think they did a pretty damn good job of being, like, you know, of trying their best to traumatize me the least amount possible. So I think I don't like whenever I have problems with, like, being, like, a not good person or doing things that I'm not happy with myself about, that's, like, a me issue. It's not a my childhood issue. It's not a I'm just depressed or, like, I have some mental issue thing. It's like, it is a me issue. It is always my fault, which I think is it's nice. It's nice to always be able to kind of point to yourself as the person at fault, because it means you can change and you can be better. There's nothing that's stopping me from being better than me. Salted. Sorry, J-Dog, I didn't read your message. I was too busy talking about I was too busy talking about childhood trauma. My bad, bro. Life goes on. I think next time I get past 3, I'm gonna call it. Because it just looks like I'm just not getting past 3 anymore, bro. It was a bad day today. I think I was expected it to be a bad day. I was kind of just more trolling than anything. I am starting to get a little bit more consistent at the back half, but it's not enough that I feel happy about it. You're role playing as a femboy named Arlo. Yep. Look at what my life has come to, right? That's okay. The fact that I can roleplay as a femboy means that I'm confident in my own sexuality and my gender. And I think that is I think that's brave. I can be a little girly. I can engage in the feminine. I think that's good. I'm having a thought right now, and I don't know if I want to share it. I don't think I will. I'm wondering... This is going to sound really stupid. This is like one of those thoughts that you have that you're like, this is really stupid. I'm never going to share this with anybody. And then you forget it, and it never happens again. But it's happened on stream. Oh, well, end of stream. Now I don't even have to think about it. Haha! I've escaped. Pussy boy. Not the hottest 4 in the world, but, you know, you don't need to be hot. Because it's still green. Still green, boys. I thought I had a chance. Sorry, I had a thought. Okay. Here's the thought I had. I was wondering if it would be better if we would it be better if everybody was like super autistic and just communicated very straightforwardly to each other about everything? Would the world be better if everybody was like super straightforward and honest and straight up, and there was like no innuendo and there was no anything like that? If everybody was just like, yes, no, I think I'm siding with MJ because I think about it. And like, yeah, certain things would be nice. It's nice to be able to be very straightforward and honest with people sometimes. But it's also nice to kind of play inside of the innuendo and lies, and it's fun to do that. Not even like as a necessity, because lying is necessary. I mean, of course you have to lie. But like, just that, like I think it's enjoyable sometimes to do the innuendo and to like sarcasm being a thing. I think that's fun. It's fun to be sarcastic, right? If we were all super autistic about like, you know, jokes, I guess shit wouldn't be funny anymore, right? Yeah, I'm thinking about this exactly. I mean, everything would be way more efficient, but it would also be a lot less joyful, I think. Shit would just be a lot less joyful. I was just thinking about that because I was like, man, at some point in my life, I want there to be some person that I can be like autistically honest with about like just shit. I want to be able to just say things like I just want to be able to say what I want, and they're like, that's cool, and they can also communicate to me straight what they want. It's like I don't have to play like this game of like, should I tell them this or should I not? I want to be able to say I want this. I want a fucking grilled cheese right now, and they're like, okay. I don't know. It's like, it's a stupid thought. I guess that's human. I need to date somebody who's autistic. I'd be great. I'd be great with them. The 10 out of 10 autistic Asian girl, bro.
I'm actually going to score so hard with her. You have no idea. It's about to hit like crazy. Mid-white boys hitting the the foreign communities like crack in the 70s. That's right, boys. Mid-white boys are back on the up and up. It's mid-white boy summer. All right, lock in, lock in. All right, it's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. I'll talk to you guys on Friday. No stream on Thursday. Friday will be parables all weekend long. I plan to get myself killed somehow. Probably I will get myself killed. We'll see what happens. Either way, bye.